Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 20 minutes past 8 a.m. So we are doing amazing, almost halfway through our second hour. And I am not alone in studio because what you have just watched is the work of Omera the comedian. Mimi ana sikujua aliingia film our very own making. And like I said, this is not the first time he was here. When was the last time you were here, Omera?
I think ilikuwa 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a while. that's a long time. I'm very glad that we kept tabs, and I'm happy that you are back here once again.
Yes.
That was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, were you just starting out?
I think I was just starting out. I was just 7 months old.
Yes.
In film independently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you are 4 years, 7 months. So headed into the 5th year.
Kweli.
I love that.
Yes.
Like that. Let's recap kidogo because 4 years is a while. Some of you might not have been here at the time. Just tell us, Omera comedian ni nani? Anafanyanga nini? Omera Kenyan comedian.
Yes, I'm a Omera Kenyan comedian. I'm a filmmaker.
Yes.
A producer. I do so many things in marketing world, voiceover.
Yes.
And also I do short comedies and also long movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That means you have added some hats since we last met.
Yes, tumeongeza mambo mengi.
I like that. Omera, what got you into comedy or into filmmaking?
Mjui kitu ni kama kipaji, ni kama mwito. You just found yourself, you want to do it naturally.
Yes.
Na ukijaribu kuinyamazia hata utakuwa mtu tena because it is just inbuilt. Ni kitu ulizaliwa nayo. Yeah. Inakuja tu enyewe.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you first started, wakati ulianza, what was the goal? What was the dream? Uliona ukikuja this far ama you were like, what exactly was the goal?
My goal was to change Kenyan film. I wanted Kenyan film to be better like Nigerian movies. Because I used to love Nigerian movies when I was young. Sikuwa napenda football. I used to see Niger doing well in 2004, 2002.
Yes.
So I said one day we must make Kenya like Nigeria.
Exactly.
So that was my main dream. So I started in 2018 and this far we have come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So 2018 up to now, this is 2024. That's a long time. How has that been? Just in brief, how have those 4-5 years been?
It's been nice and challenges. You know, when you're starting something, a lot of challenges. Because you might find when I was starting, I was not even a producer. Because to do film like Nigeria, you must master something called even visual effects, and you must be a producer so that your film can be the best thing ever.
Yes.
So I think I'm far. Because I'm now a producer. I've produced like 80 films, 80 to 90 movies.
Yes.
And I've ventured also into digital marketing and production.
Yes.
Yeah, means we are moving.
Yes.
But the dream for making Kenyan film great, no. I'm coming to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you feel like there is still a lot that can be done.
There's still a lot, bado.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go back kidogo. 80 to 90 movies. Those are many. Yes. Wow. So are these people like, do you have a production company that you work with?
When I started, I used to work with a production company called CNV Native. Yeah, and that's where also when they started teaching production, I learned there for 2.5 years. Yeah, to be a full-time producer. Yeah.
Yes.
But right now we are independent, but we also help one another with CNV Native production.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now independently, what company do you head doing production?
In production, I'm working with Omera Adverts Africa. Omera just come from the word Omera. Now Omera Adverts Africa.
Yes.
But right now we have involved in printing. Now it's Omera Adverts and Printing Africa.
Yes.
Yes.
At what point, najua tumeongea kuhusu iyo printing, at what point did you decide, okay, mnataka kuingia kwa printing, or what pushed you towards printing?
What pushed me towards printing? Because I was designing several graphic designs. Now people are asking, can you print for me this?
Yeah.
Now ili tulazimisha tuanze printing.
Yes.
Because nikidesign kitu inabidi to print.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you first and foremost you started with just designs, and you are making designs for different people, for several people, and then you decided, okay, printing can actually also work. How is that going? How is printing business going?
Printing business is good because once you're a designer, it is very easy to print.
Yes.
Instantly. Because I told you back, I'm full-time producer now.
Yes.
Mastered graphic designs and full-time video production.
Yes.
Yeah, and visual effects. Means we are independent. We design, we print instantly.
Yes. So that means it is easy because you're already a designer. So you're not struggling with, okay, so we need to get a designer to make our designs so we can print them.
It is very easy. We design something good.
Yes.
Si hata kusomea designing, but with talent, tuna design kitu ambayo inaonekana.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually it becomes a good thing.
Sana.
Yes, so I like that. You mentioned in the last question that kuna challenges hapa na pale. Because I want you to talk to a content creator. Let's even give them that name. Whether you're in film production, ama movies production, ama printing. What are some of the things they really need to know? Kwa ground, how does it look like?
Kwa ground ni ngumu because sijui niseme Kenya kuna mtu akitari kusupport mwenzake afike penye hako kwa haraka. So you need to be alone and push because hakuna mtu atakuja kusaidia. Then vile nilisema 4 years ago, hii kitu ukianza kuwa content creator, mambo ya pesa weka kando. Pesa itakuwa inajileta tu wenyewe in future. Yes.
So you do your good work, wacha pesa zitakufuata.
Do your work, then money will come. But usanii inahitaji consistency. Wana wakati nilipotelea Omera Adverts Africa kuna film mingi sijatoa, so dream yangu ya film haijafika vizuri Kenya.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is keeping you from kutoa hizo movies?
Right now Omera Adverts Africa ndilikuwa inaanza, so ilikuwa na mambo mengi. Pia kitu kianza iko na challenges. So kama mimi Omera sasa mwenyewe kuna mambo mengi linishika, so sijatoa movie mingi vile niko na ndoto kama hiyo.
Yes.
Sijatimiza vizuri.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, but you're still feeling like you're in the works for Omera Adverts Africa. Unasonga mbele, unasikia kama there is a forward movement.
Tuko na forward movement kubwa sana because the brand I've built like Omera Adverts Africa, kama CEO, I will make sure as long as I live ita run na itafika mbali.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then apart from that, ukifanya 3D printing, ukifanya digital adverts, you got into voice adverts. Yes, so I was asking you before we started, voice adverts, how did you bump into it? How did you, okay, maybe this voice could do some good adverts?
Well, nikianza acting, sikuwa najua naweza fanya vizuri in voice. The first advert I got, I just started kujaribu voice over. Unaona advert mingi ziko na voice. Let me try.
Yeah.
Nilijaribu lakini niliona kitu kumbe naweza. Hata mimi sikuwa jua commercial kwamba I can do good voices, of which side tumefanya over 300 voices for companies. It means kama singekuwa nafanya vizuri, watu kama hao wanga recommend.
Kweli.
Yeah.
Yes, a question on that. Umesema pesa inajileta. Wewe ukifanya kazi vizuri kwa digital content creation, pesa inajileta. So where do you get your adverts from? Where do you get your job adverts from?
Adverts hii wacha niseme inakuja yenyewe because kama zimesambaa, niko na relationship ya kusupport, zinakuja tu yenyewe sahi. Let me say like that.
Yes.
Zinakuja yenyewe.
So is it referrals ama is it mtu aliona kazi yako mahali they're thinking okay this guy could do me a good job?
Referrals ndio sasa ni mingi zaidi. Referrals ndio mingi because I've done like 400 adverts, means niko na clients 400.
Yes.
Niki maintain good relationship with them, watan refer tukiendanga hivyo tu.
Yeah. So most of it is referral.
Yeah, referrals. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's go to still at the Omera Adverts Africa. Do you have digital platforms where you make your work and post your work where people can actually go refer?
Yes. YouTube ni Omera Kenyan Comedian, Facebook Omera Kenyan Comedian bado, then now we have the page for Omera Adverts Africa. Yeah, independently.
Yes, so independently. So that's somewhere someone can go and actually take a look and see the work that you're doing.
Yes.
So Omera Adverts Africa. It's a Facebook page.
It's a Facebook page, yeah.
Yes, so guys, Omera Adverts Africa, the one on your screen, hapo on Facebook, and then there's a WhatsApp number right there. So just to know, kitaka works za Omera, you know where where you can get him. Okay, let's jump a bit from adverts to your career in radio. How did that happen?
Career in radio.
Yes.
Kuna radio in Nyanza called Radio Watch Maber. Tumesika Nyanza mzima, part of Rift Valley na Western, 88.3 FM. I think right now walinipea position ya kuhold head of sales. Means napanga sales, pia I do general voice over. Like example, umedo inje wechimanyene Radio Watch Maber. Just zile voice radio.
Yes.
And then all voices I do in the radio, and I'm head of sales.
Yes.
So means hiyo ni tumefika somewhere pia in terms of voice. Kama
Yes, true.
radio wananipea privilege ya kuwa head of sales na general voice over.
Yes.
And I'm happy for that.
Exactly. Congratulations. A big congratulations for that. Take me through your head of sales. What does your job description look like? Like, what is your day-to-day ukiwa head of sales?
Nikiwa head of sales ni kupanga kazi in terms of strategy. Juu marketing ukitaka kurun lazima upange strategy. Tutaprint vitu fulani, tutaenda hii soko, tutafanya hii field, tumepanga sales team namna gani. Pia na communicate na clients instantly.
Yeah.
Then on the ground client really challenge. Umesikia hapo nimesema nimefanya over 400 adverts. Means hata kuja na advertisement gani utakuta niko na experience yake.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to challenge all customers wanakuja kwa radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whatever niche it is that they are dealing with, you have most probably dealt with
I've
it
handled
before.
them na mimi najua mstari nafaa kuweka hapo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That is amazing. That means you're making great steps in the industry. In the 4 years, mtu akiangalia your portfolio anaona yenyewe there is something that you are doing. With extension, does that mean there are other people that you're collaborating with? Do you have employees within Omera Adverts Africa especially? Are you bringing other people on board for the brand?
In this world you cannot work alone.
Yes.
Even Jesus need men.
Yes.
Men need men to survive or to move forward.
Yes.
I have a team. I have a team. Right now we are like 7 people. Some working on the graphics, some working on 3Ds, and also we are partnered with some studios because we cannot work alone. Yeah.
So
but Adverts Africa is independent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but that means you're also working with some people. Could you give them a shout out? I know wako like Omera is on TV today. He better.
CNV native uko sawa, you have been supporting since tulianza 6 years ago. George, mtu wangu wa IT, na Karo, unafanya vizuri sana. I really appreciate you. Na what in my team. I really appreciate you people.
Yes, you guys are many. So in case he forgot to mention your name, don't stone him after this.
Kuna moja Swisau,
yes.
One of my biggest partner in printing, inaitwa Peck Branding Limited, wako Juja.
Wako Juja.
Yeah, moja ukianza kitu lazima unakuwa kama mtu mkono kidogo, but walionyesha njia vizuri sana. So I'm happy.
Exactly. Yeah. Also that brings me to the next question. Where are you located physically? Because I know someone can find you on Facebook, but physically, do you have any physical offices or where do you work from?
Yes, right now tuko located hapo Tao. Yeah, Information House. Ukifika Information House, just you can just call the number, then tutakupick. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you can be able to follow him up even on his physical locations. Ndio unajua tukifanya kazi tukiprint how is transport. Question for the physical, let's say like the printing that you do, how far do you deliver?
We deliver countrywide, depending on the agreement. Yeah, countrywide.
Yeah, so anywhere in the country, whether you're in Mombasa, as long as you are in the country. Is that at a fee or for free?
Delivery sahi, ni kuelewana tu, but within Nairobi is free delivery.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're within Nairobi, good for you. You are one of the lucky ones. But if you're away from Nairobi, you also understand that transport cost is not exactly the easiest thing. So mta kubaliana, mta agree. What kind of 3D printing do you do? Like ni kwa vijiko, kwa sahani, kwa t-shirt, anything can be printed.
Sasa tunafanya large printing ya businesses na light boxes. Pia ukitaka ya ichape kwa kitabu, kikombe, anything.
Yes.
Anything inaweza chapa printing. But sasa tumeventure sana on the 3D and light box for banners for businesses.
Yes.
Yeah, hiyo ninafanya mingi. But ukileta ikombe ama kijiko pia tuna print.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting a good question.
Yeah.
If someone were to get into advertising through content creation, like what would be your advice to them? Do they shadow someone? Do they, apprentice somewhere? Do they start their own thing? Like, mtu mwenye ako like, okay, I think I would like to get into this advertising business. What would be your advice to them?
Advertising business, number one, naweza advice. Kuna jamaa wawili dunia hii. You say uende shule usome kitu ama uwe umezaliwa nayo kitu naturally.
Yeah.
Advert inahitaji skills kubwa sana. Because leta ni designie kitu kama pasta na ubiru mara kwa mawingu nini. I have to create that thing in my mind instantly. Then you need design, then you to print. So inahitaji skills kubwa. But anybody can involve in that. What I found, kila mtu hawezi ingilia ni ile voice. Ile voice ni art.
Yes.
Si kila mtu nadhani anaweza ingilia. Yeah.
Okay. So you need to find your own way. You need to find your niche. Are you planning on any training programs? Because I feel like you've gone through this. You kind of know the ins and outs. So for someone who wants to get into an advertising through content creation, even if it is not just now, is it part of your plans to be able to actually start training?
Pengine soon, because hii ndio tunajenga Omera Adverts Africa na Omera Kenya nakwambia tunajijenga. Kuna vitu mingi bado tunahitaji tu independent. So soon, pengine tutaanza training school, like a college.
Yeah.
We can train actors, pia ICT, graphic design. So hiyo pengine in future and
in the future somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Let's go back to movie production kidogo.
Yeah.
So the movies that you produce, the films, the short ones, the long ones,
Yes.
are these your ideas that you're creating, or someone comes with an idea and they're like, Omera is a production, I need you to come in here and help me produce this?
I have to tell public this because even health-wise I'm not okay right now because in my spirit, I get like hundreds of movies.
Yes.
I don't produce them because I'm busy building Omera Adverts Africa. I may need just people on board to advise my content, but the content I have, I can even shoot movie in the next 100 years without stopping, without asking content, without copying. Niliona movie wacha ni copy hii.
Yes.
I have inbuilt content zile niko nazo. Yeah.
Naturally gifted.
Ziko mingi sana.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means all the movies that you've produced are your own ideas.
My own ideas. Chenye nafanya leta on table mnaona hii aje. Can you see hii iko aje?
Yes.
But I create movie naturally instantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you may advise, people may advise on your content, but really it's naturally from you.
Yes, true.
Yes, okay. So also that means if you're producing movies, that means you're also working with a lot of actors, a lot of actresses. How do you source for them? Do you call for auditions? As you write, you're like, okay, this part fits a certain person. How do you go about it? How do you go about sourcing your talent for the movies and the films?
Yes, so nimekaribisha kila mtu because I want to focus on building young people ambao wajui waanze wapi, anaanza act aje. I want to build them. So some of them do approach me. Nataka ku act na wewe, nataka unifunze hii. I do welcome them. Pia kuna watu tulitoka naye kitambo. We have walked throughout the way. So we are pushing just together.
Yes.
But nimekaribisha kila mtu, anybody ukitaka kufanya kazi na mimi, you are most welcome. Be it in advert, be it in acting. Nimekaribisha kila mtu.
Exactly. Yeah. So all of you are welcome. So if you've been looking for somewhere, to start out, whether it is in acting or in film or adverts, Omera is your guy. Omera Adverts Africa, give it the next 5 years. Unataka ikuwe wapi?
Omera Adverts Africa in the next 5 years, I think natamani tuwe tumevuka border in terms of 3D and voice acting. Nataka niwe nimeshika at least East Africa kidogo. Then in terms of printing machines ni bei kali sana.
Yeah.
Light printing inaanza from 400,000, kidogo printing from 150k. So to build it ili nifike ile market penye walinitangulia kwa hii soko wamefika. Nataka hata mimi nifike hapo in the next 5 years. But in terms of movies, I promise my people nita produce movie vile inawezekana. this year.
Yes.
Yeah, hizo miaka zinakuja.
Exactly. So now that where are your movies found before I ask the next question?
Movies zangu zote ziko kwa Omera Kenyan Comedian. Those are my pages.
Yes, so Omera Kenyan Comedian.
Yeah.
So then another thing, it feels like you're getting more into film, into adverts. Are you still doing comedy?
Nafanya zote. Kwa vile nilipotea kidogo sikuwa consistent kama kitambo because ndio tulikuwa tunajenga Omera Adverts Africa. So ilihitaji time yangu mingi sana. But right now I feel ni kama nime set up kila kitu Omera Adverts Africa iko ready. Kazi inaingia hivi, tumeprint, kama ni voice nimefanya, nimepea vijana, nimesupervise, kama editing iko sawa. So I'm happy for that. Right now nataka kuingia kwa content.
Yes.
Ile sasa sana kabisa because content imejaa kwa spirit yangu and I have to produce them. Then
like
dunia hii pia kumbuka time yetu ni limited.
Yes.
Sitakaa dunia hii milele. I have to do them. Nimalize safari yangu.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we are expecting more comedy from Omera the Kenyan Comedian.
Itakuwa mingi sana.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so look out for him because there's going, like he has said, he's promised us a lot of comedy, a lot of other movies, so stick around. Nataka utukumbushe your social media handles in category where can we find your work, the YouTube one, anyone who would like to reach out for work purposes ama just to enjoy your content to know where they can find you.
Yeah, kwa digital ama internet niko Facebook Omera Kenyan Comedian, YouTube pia Omera Kenyan Comedian, hapo mnaweza subscribe then you can check out my content. But ukienda kwa Facebook page utaangalia Omera Adverts Africa.
Yes.
Hapo kuna email, kuna website, pia kuna namba ya kazi. I can advise you on anything, just call.
Exactly.
Yeah, pia wale vijana wangependa kuwork na mimi, karibuni sana.
Exactly. So yeah, so if you would like I've said, if you're looking for an entrance into adverts, into movies, Omera Comedian is the person that you might need. You might need to see. One final words to young people. We are going to be talking about teenage pregnancies in our next conversation. But I want you to comment on young people, boys and girls in general. Mwenye tu mtu wako, just remember yourself before you started Omera Comedy. I want you to see yourself those 7 months before you came for the interview.
Yes.
Someone who is there, what would be your word to them?
Yes, my word, I think muliniona hapa 4 years ago, nilisema mimi nafanya kazi, pesa itajileta. Indeed, sasa nimebuild brand ile niko sure nikifanya kazi kwa bidii nitaikula maisha yangu yote.
Yes.
So kitu mtu akianza ukiwa content creator, ama unataka kuanza kazi ya usanii ama printing ama anything.
Yes.
Just work for it. Consistency italeta uanze kupata mapato kupitia content yako. Haikuwa kazi rahisi. It's hard work na consistency. Just push. Tuseme mjua mtu kianza anasema wacha nitafute comedian mkubwa ani support ama nini. Nilirealize watu barikiwa na njia tofauti. Just be your own brand. Kuja unique way. Because right now si kubrag, but kuna comedian sahi unaweza niweka na yeye mfanye voice over ya hii advert. Utakuwa nitamlemea. Lakini kuna kitu fulani kwa industry amenilemea. So watu wameitwa kwa njia tofauti. You can't be somebody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to dilute any of those words. I am hoping to see you here much sooner, not 4 years from now. I'm hoping to see you a bit sooner. Yes, but thank you so much for gracing our studios today. We are happy to have you. Like you have had consistency. I think that is what is sticking out for me. If you do what you do consistently, eventually it's gonna give in. Eventually it's gonna cave. So if you can do it consistently as you can. Omera, thank you so much for being here today. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Kuna mahali unataka kutuma salamu before you go? I know you have a wife and a kid. Kama utawasalimia hapa, I don't know where else you will. So please, tuma salamu before we wrap up.
Nataka kusalimia kila mtu wale wananisupport kwa industry na pia normal life. I want to appreciate all the companies wale wamepartner na mimi na wananisupport. Wakina Konyango, Fabricators, wakina Ganatra, JCB na kila mtu, sitaja wote, wanakuanga wengi sana. Production team na pia watu nafanya nao kazi. Na wasalimia na pia na appreciate. Keep supporting Omera Adverts Africa na pia Omera Comedian. Pia ni kama nimeoa na ni kama sijaoa lakini it's like nimeoa na pia ni kama sijaoa. So nikapo katikati. Yeah.
So hizo salamu zimfikie popote alipo.
Kama yuko nimemsalimia sana na Mungu ambariki.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you sana Omera. We are happy to have you. It has been an honor and a pleasure. I guess umesikia ukijituma itajipa. All right? So thank you. Thank you for keeping it. KUTV Kenya, we are at 44 minutes, which means that we are wrapping up our second hour, but not to worry because we are going for a break. But when we come back, we are majorly going to be having the conversation on teenage pregnancies in Kenya. And we've said that is a conversation all of us, if there's going to be any call to action, if there's going to be any improvement, all of us need to be hands on deck. So send in your questions, your comments on or your thoughts on teenage pregnancies in Kenya. Like I said, we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. So drop me your comment and I'm going to be getting to it on our next conversation. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go for a break. I'll see you in a few on the other side of the break.